evening, Calvary kids, and welcome to Kids on Missions Online. We are so excited to have you guys here with us tonight. It's a very special week. It's Easter week. We're leading up to Easter Sunday. And tonight we're going to continue looking at missionaries around the world. Now, the last couple of weeks we've been talking about missionaries in the continent of Africa. Tonight, we're going to talk about missionaries in an entirely new place. Now, before we get started though, who could tell me what is a missionary? That's right. A missionary is somebody who goes somewhere and tells somebody about Jesus. And we've been talking about missionaries that go all over the world telling people about Jesus. Now, before we get started tonight though, we're going to play a little game because Easter is almost here, and so we're going to play a little game tonight. I've hidden 5 different eggs here in the worship center, and I need your help to find all of the Easter eggs. All right, so I'm going to need you guys' help tonight. Everybody should be able to see up on the screen. Now, who can find the green Easter egg? Let's start with that one. Does anybody see the green one? All right, right back here. All right, now let's see who can find. Let's try anybody see the blue Easter egg? That's a pretty easy one. Anybody see the blue Easter egg? Right over here on the table. All right, you got 2. You found 2 already. All right, let's go. Let's try the red Easter egg. Anybody see the red one? Red Easter egg. Anybody see it? It is right over here in the corner of the screen here. So we've got our red Easter egg. All right, 2 more. Let's see. How about the yellow Easter egg? Anybody see the yellow Easter egg? I think it's right over here on the chair. Can quite see it. All right. So 1 more Easter egg. Now this is the hardest one, I think. I think this was the hardest one. Who can find the pink Easter egg? You have to look around just a little bit. It's a little bit harder than the rest of them. But it is actually right here in the front, right in front of you. You got the pink Easter egg. All right, so how many of you, raise your hand if you actually found all 5 of those Easter eggs before I did? I'm sure you guys did. I'm sure you guys did a great job. And we're going to be talking tonight about finding things. All right, so tonight we are looking at a brand new area in the world where missionaries serve. We're going to be learning about the Amazon River. Now, does anybody know anything about the Amazon River? The Amazon River is a very large river that runs through South America. So we live in North America. The Amazon River, will come up here on the screen, is in South America. It is a very large river that runs through several different countries in South America. You've got countries like Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Bolivia, tons of different countries. Now, who can tell me how long do you think the Amazon River is? How many miles long do you think the Amazon River is? I want you guys, if you're watching on the computer, go ahead, type in your guess in the comments, and let's see who gets the closest. All right, how many miles do you think the Amazon River is long? All right. Punch in your guesses real quick. Everybody got them in? All right. So the Amazon River, I'll be surprised if you guys got it because it is very long. It is about 4,000 miles long. That is a very long river. It's the second largest river in the entire world. And it runs through all these different countries. And for a lot of people living in these countries, the best way to get around is to actually travel by boat down the Amazon River. But another unique thing about the Amazon River is, again, like in Western Africa, in countries that border the Amazon River, a lot of them don't know anything about Jesus. So there are missionaries, like one we're going to talk about tonight, that go there to tell people about Jesus. Now, the missionary we're going to talk about tonight, her name is Kathy. She's a missionary in South America. She works primarily with villages that border the Amazon River. And what Kathy does is she bought her own boat, all right, and she travels up and down the Amazon River to different villages that border the river and tells them about Jesus. One of the things she tries to do is to bring a lot of these smaller villages that don't have access to a Bible. What she does is she takes her boat, they go up the river, and they give out Bibles to people in the area in their own language so that they can go and that they can read for themselves all the stories found in the Bible. Because a lot of the people there, they don't have a Bible like we might have at home. They don't have one in their own language, so they can't read it. It would be like if you had a Bible that was in German. Well, it's kind of cool, but you can't read it because I'm guessing that most of you don't speak German. I don't speak German. I took 4 years in college, but I still don't speak any of it. But if you don't know it, the language, you can't really read it. So what she does is she brings people Bibles in their own language so they can read it for themselves and hear about Jesus. And she also helps people there try to start up their own churches. So their churches are a little bit different than ours. They're usually outdoors in just some kind of little hut or something. It's not in a big air-conditioned building with live streaming capabilities like we have. But it's just a small little hut where they gather together and talk about Jesus. Now, Kathy does have some problems, though, because a lot of these countries that border the Amazon River, there are some people that are living in these countries that have positions of power in these countries that don't like the stories of Jesus being told. They don't want people to know about Jesus. They don't want people to believe in Jesus. They don't want the stories told. And so sometimes Kathy's had trouble dealing with local authorities and stuff on whether or not she's allowed to go and start churches in some of these villages or give out Bibles. And she does everything she can and to obey the laws, to obey the rules, but she also wants people to hear about Jesus. And so she goes just wherever she is welcome. Even when there are obstacles in the way, she still keeps going to any village that will welcome her and allow them to bring Bibles, to start churches, and to tell people about Jesus Christ. And so one of the things Kathy asked for is that we be in prayer for her, that all of these countries, all these people in power that don't like Jesus being taught, that God would soften their hearts so that they might decide, you know what? We do need Jesus. We do need Jesus in our country. And maybe the doors open up that she can go into these villages and hand out Bibles and tell people about Jesus. And hopefully more people will choose to believe in Jesus. And that is the ultimate goal. Now, she's got some of these obstacles in the way, but she still searches for people, for villages along the Amazon River that have not heard about Jesus and that need Jesus. And you know what? Jesus did the same thing. The Bible tells us that Jesus came to seek and to save the lost. That means Jesus came to this earth. He didn't come looking for the people that already knew about God or all the religious people. He came for the people that had never heard about God or didn't know about God or hadn't sinned and had done mistakes that needed Him. He came and He sought them out. He looked for opportunities to talk to them, to care for them, to love on them. In the same way that you guys sought out all the Easter eggs that were here in the room, Jesus did that but with people. And Kathy's doing that with people too. Looking for people that have never heard about Jesus but want to learn and want to know that Jesus loves them. And so for you guys, we get to do the same thing. We should always be searching for someone who doesn't know Jesus or doesn't go to church, looking for those people and looking for ways to invite them to come visit our church when we open back up, to come maybe to Vacation Bible School with us this summer, or to any of the other opportunities that we're going to have here at the church, or maybe just to tell them, hey, you know what? Jesus loves you and Jesus cares about you. So my encouragement for you today, I know we're all still stuck at home right now, but if you do get a chance, be thinking about people that you can seek out to tell them about Jesus. All right, so this month we have got a brand new Bible verse. We're still going to go back probably next week and look at our old Bible verse so we keep it fresh in your guys' mind. But this month, our new Bible verse is found in Luke chapter 19, verse 10. It says, "For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save the lost." All right, because remember, that's what Jesus came to do. Jesus came to seek and to save the lost people, the people that didn't know him. All right, so let's all say this together on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. "For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save the lost." Luke 19:10. All right, so we're going to work on this verse the entire rest of the month. You guys are going to have both verses memorized when we come back here. And yes, we are still going to have some kind of special treat for when you guys come back and are able to say these verses. All right, so hope you guys had a great time tonight. Be looking forward. We've got a lot of stuff coming out this Easter weekend. We're going to have a scavenger hunt on Friday. We're going to have an Easter egg, kind of a virtual Easter egg hunt on Saturday. And then, of course, we've got our children's church lesson on Sunday. So please be on the lookout for all of that. It's going to be a lot of fun this Easter weekend, even though we're all stuck in our homes. Guys, we love you. We care for you. If you ever need anything, please let us know. And until next time, I'll see you then.